Renewing the kitchen electrical. I believe this is part 3. So we've done everything we need to do in this section of the wall, and now we need to patch up the holes. So what we're going to try to do is the first method I thought of, which is we're going to take some wood. This is 1/4 inch plywood, and we're going to cut a piece that's about the length of there, let's say this much. Slide it up into the wall, and then we should be able to screw it in place and then attach the cut pieces to it. And then I want to get some drill bits out here because we're going to drill some holes. I don't want the wood to split, so we're going to use, I think we're going to use this one. And what's nice about this is because we use the BX cable, we don't have to worry about the drill bit hitting the wire, the screws hitting the wire, etc. The wire doesn't care. So slide this up like this. And of course this gets more difficult the more you patch, because I can hold this from below, but once we get to this hole, you're not holding it from below anymore. So here's the screwdriver. Alright, so it's over about an inch or so on this side, and a little bit less on the other side. Try to get it like that. Drill bit is duller than a hammer. Now we're going to put a screw here, which this is about the right length. It just barely will pass through the wood on the other side. And we'll just sink the screw in just a little bit so it's just below the surface. We'll have to spackle it up, that's fine. This is all going to get tiled over, so it doesn't really matter what it looks like right now. Okay, now this is where things are going to get a little flaky, because we don't have much room to work with over here. No, I guess it's too far over. Now see, this slipped and it hit the side of the cabinet. That's why I had this plastic here that just saved the finish on the cabinet. That's too far over as well. Hopefully I can get one in down here. That's all we're going to get. This should be enough, I think. that's pretty solid. So now we have these two pieces, which this is now a little puzzle. Feels like this one's going to go here. Yep, that looks right. And this one, no, it's going to go like this. Don't like working with sheetrock. Get this dust everywhere. I just don't like the material. Okay, that was pretty easy. And it just barely sticks through the other side, but again, it doesn't matter because this is armored cable. It's not going to be affected by the screws. Now this is the more tricky part. So now we need to go like this. So we got room on both sides. Cut this right about here, and I have to cut it vertical as well. Cut it this way also. not the cleanest cut, but it doesn't really make any difference. Alright, so we're going to start with one hole in the center. We're going to add a screw, which I will use to hold this. Well, that's the old wire here that it's getting caught up on. I wonder if I should try to get that out first before I close this. Does it feel like this is stapled to anything? It kind of doesn't. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to move on to the bottom one first, and I'll patch this up later once I try to pull that out. So this is a little scary because we have a pipe right there, which of course if we drill through that we're going to end up with a stinky mess, because I believe that's a breather pipe. So we have to do two things. Number one, we got to trust that the screw length, which we know because we calculated, is not long enough to pass through to the pipe. I put the screw here. We still have a finger's width of clearance. And just apply it additionally, or whatever the heck, safer, we will just go and screw in on either side of the pipe as opposed to where the pipe is. So we know that the pipe is centered right about there. So we'll drill on that side and drill on that side. Nothing else over here, right? That's the conduit. And there's another pipe there. So we'll stay right on the edge here. It's dodgy. Actually, this one we don't really need that extra screw there. That's fine, doesn't matter. Which piece of the puzzle goes here? I think it's this one. Yep. is this one. This is the only one I'm going to be able to do today. Leaning over this is very painful after a while. It's only been, what, 17 minutes and I'm already feeling it. That's fine, we'll just do a little bit every day. This project is very hard on the body. Alright, so that's how we'll patch it. That seems to be working well. So we'll do that for the rest of the holes.